Alright, so we're going to take off these valve covers on the 4.6 liter V8 and paint them red so it matches the rest of the car.
Yeah, I've already
A little bit of work to do though.
painted the engine cover red.
Take off the plugs, all the sensors, whatever else is in the way. Lay out all the parts and everything on the table. Should be fun. Okay, so we're kind of in the middle of this here. Taking the bolts out of the coil packs, and I've already got these coil packs off this side here, and he's just wrenching away. You want to pull all these bolts out. They're not going to lift out right away at first because the rubber roots are kind of, the rubber gaskets, are kind of holding them in place. So you'll just lift the valve cover off all at once, and there's bolts down there you're going to want to get, and take off the oil cap when you're ready to go. Make sure everything's out of the way. We disconnected all these sensors up here, so we have the whole harness. It just moves a lot easier out of the way. Setting everything over here. Okay, took all these out, took the plugs out. Car only has, well, just south of 50,000 miles. And these plugs are done for. They do not look good. Really surprising to me. I thought they were 100,000 mile plugs, but I guess not. And if they are, I would not change them at 100K because these look done. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Pulling off, loosening up the last of the valve cover bolts right now. Kind of tough to reach. A couple of them, but for the most part, it's pretty easy. Not too bad. Using this 8mm here helps a lot. This ratchet wrench. Coming along pretty nice. Might have to remove this intake.
That looks
not sure yet.
A lot better. It's sticking out like the other ones.
Okay, so we got the first valve cover off. Here's the camshaft. Cam is in here. Here's the cover, or the gasket, I mean, for the valve cover. We're going to replace that. We're going to clean all this stuff out and make it nice and new in the meantime. So I can get back here. All the plugs are out. We didn't have to take out the spark plugs, but we're going to do them anyway. We figured we're doing all this work. It's not much more to get at the plugs. So here's a better look at the camshaft. Nice and clean, no sludge or anything.
So that we moved the
valve springs. Everything looks pretty good. Manifold down there. Timing chain. All this, everything looks real clean though. We ended up removing the intake here. We're gonna have to take something off, so move the intake out of the way. You just loosen up the final bolts here. Gonna pull this one out. Take your time when you're pulling it out. Don't rip anything, don't break anything. Try not to scratch anything, unless you don't care.
I'd care.
Yeah. Alright, so we're just sitting here wiping down the valve covers right now, getting all this gunk off. Then we'll be painting them. This one was pretty gunky right here especially, but pretty clean now. I pulled all the bolts out. Got these washers on them and those rubber gaskets. We'll be replacing those. So here's the engine without valve covers on it. I'm going to take and wipe all this stuff out of here too. We actually had, we did have to take out a bolt for the dipstick. That way we could move it just enough. Just that little bit gave us all we needed to get this valve cover off on this side. And we kept the strut tower bar on the whole time. So if you have one, you really don't have to take it off. Okay, so here we are painting them. Lay down this tarp. This one's in progress right now. Here's one that's drying. Might do one more coat just because.
Yeah.
It's coming along.
I think that's just about good enough for a first coat. Let it dry a little. You want to show what kind of paint we're using?
Alright. Putting all the spark plugs in right now. A lot of fun. Took a break to let that paint dry. There it is. Brand new. Everything's out of the way. I guess I'll show the covers. If I sound tired, it's because I went on a long walk. Alright. Came out pretty good. Looks good. Alright, so we just got to put all these bolts on, get everything hooked up, but here's how it's going to end up looking. Hooked up this side on the sensors. Like I said, we'll get the bolts in. Looking pretty good. I'll back up. See what else we got going on here. Here's all the coil bolts. Oh, it's looking nice. Alright, we got everything put together. All the sensors are on. Looks like we got everything hooked up. Actually, tomorrow we're going to have the oil breathers on here. We're going to have dual oil breathers. We're going to get rid of this hose heater going up into the intake. There's no reason to have that. We have a programmer on here, so take care of it. See if it starts up for the first time, huh? Should be. How's it running?
It's fine. We're at 1,000 RPM. Once the tuner turns on, I can get the exact reading. For some reason, the suction cup fell off, but we're good. Everything seems fine. Normal, idle, that's semi-close.
Running smooth. We got the spark plugs at 045. I think it was saying online anywhere from 040 to 050. So we did it right in the middle.
And here's the tuner. So everything's looking good. That's the RPM actual numbers. It's a little cold at 100 degrees, so this is normal.
We'll come around for that. Carbon fiber hood is on here now too. I don't even think I did a video on that yet. Put the heat extractors, ram air up here. You can see the ram air goes right over there on top of the air box, but I don't know. Not really doing much because, yeah, it's covered up. So.
Still force control there.
Right now for the heat extractors, these covers are on, so if it rains or what have you, no water's going to get on the engine. So let's come over here. Check out the tuner. This is the Trinity tuner. It's actually a really nice programmer. It's pretty quick. Nice color screen. Definitely worth it. If you're thinking about it, don't think about it. Just buy it. Don't waste your time wondering if it's worth it, because it is worth it. Almost on E. The gauges over here. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do a video driving around in AmericanMuscle.com banner. Here's just from the driver's point of view. Crown Vic. That's the one I was just burning out in a few days ago. If you guys haven't seen that video, check it out. There's the Ram. Okay. Running good though, huh? Everything hooked up, right? Looks good. It's running good. Yeah, it's not even shaking or anything. It feels good. Yeah. Everything's done right. Yeah, let's have some brat. Thanks for watching the video. Yeah, not too bad of a job. Just takes a lot of time.